What is up? TK here, and today we are back with toy cameras because you remember we were very fond of the Kodak Charmera, the hottest toy camera on the market at the moment. These things are selling like hotcakes, selling for triple the price on eBay. You can't even get one. So, what do you do if you can't get a Charmera, but you want to be a little nerd with a cute little keychain camera? You get yourself the G6. Now, this is literally a barefaced knockoff of the Charmera. It is a tiny little keychain camera, which is not a new concept at all, but this one is specifically made to look as much like the Charmera as possible. And it does a pretty good job at that, I think. So we're going to go ahead, do an unboxing, and then I'm going to take this out for a few days and take some photos, and we're going to see how good it is and how it compares to the Charmera. They've literally written all the search engine optimization on the back of the box. How do we... Okay. Oh, quite easy. It's a much smaller box than the Charmera. We get a different kind of chain. It's actually a bit of a longer one. Very exciting. Ooh, look at that. It's more of a necklace camera. Okay. We get a USB-A to USB-C cable. Very useful for plugging it in. And we get the device itself. Now, it is not a direct dupe. It is very similarly sized, but not exactly the same size. It's a little bit wider, it's a little bit thicker. It's actually got almost the same interface, same number of buttons, but you can see just at a glance that the G6 is a little bit bigger. It actually comes in its own array of fun designs. What's cool for some people is that unlike the Charmera, you don't have to blind box to get all the ones you want. You can literally just order the exact kind you like. We have a manual in here, which is pretty basic and initially in Chinese. Now, what is interesting about this, as I read the manual, is that it actually has some features that the Charmera doesn't. What's cool is it's got like extra filters for your still shots, which are pretty lame, but you know, fun to play with. It's also got motion detection recording, so you could use it as like the worst kind of action cam, maybe. Just like it starts recording when it starts moving. There's not a lot of other detail in the manual. You only get like one little page for each language. So it's kind of up to us to figure this out. First things first, I want to figure out how to put this on the leash. Okay, so this is actually cool. You can either use this keychain style one and you can clip it on your belt quite easily, or you can use the necklace style, which just clips on with a standard little clasp. Pop it on the camera first, grab the other end, and there you go. Look at that. That is fantastic. I love this. This is so cool. And that's almost probably easier. I don't know if it'll fit over my gigantic head, but that is kind of a cool twist. I like that they haven't just gone for completely duping the camera. I like that they've actually given you a couple of little extras. Now let's go ahead and boot this up. We're going to go side by side. So that's really fast and that's really responsive. You see the Kodak takes quite a bit longer to boot, and then you have a mode selection. Still pretty good, but like the screen just does not compare. That screen on the G6 is 10 times that on the Charmera. That doesn't mean the photos are better, it just means the screen is better. So we'll just start taking a demo photo there, which looks terrible on the Charmera screen, but probably looks good on the computer later. We get a much better idea here with the G6. Oh, and it's telling me I don't have a card, so we'll go and fix that. All right, we've got a card in. Let's take our demo photo. All right, bit of lag there when you press the button, which is a shame because the interface is so swift. But that is cool. Let's see if we can switch it into video mode. We can see we can switch through all the different filters. Well, I kind of like the black and white one. I'm not going to go through all these because there's like 40 of them, but that is pretty fun. Ooh. Oh, I like that one. I'm imagining that this is going to be like the Charmera and it won't let you do filters on video. But if it does, oh my gosh, that is cool. Oh, what? There's a pink one? Okay, no, like... So the filters on this are way cooler than the ones on the Charmera. They actually look to be a bit more subtle and less stupid. The Charmera ones will give you like red and black. Like this. And that's all they've got. And that's useless. This seems to be a bit more useful. Now, I can't figure out how to switch modes, which is concerning. Ah, here we go. Oh, we get a full-on menu. Okay, so if you hold down the play button, that doesn't just go to view images. That actually brings up your menu here. So we can go resolution, 1080p, love it. Image quality, 3 megapixel, love it. Cyclic record, no, that sounds lame. Sequence, oh, so you can take 2 or 3 shots at a time. Time capture, this thing has so many features for like artistic or creative stuff that you just don't get in a Charmera. And you can actually get these for like 20 bucks. They're cheaper than RRP on a Charmera, let alone the markup you pay to get a real one. If you want a toy camera that looks like a Charmera, it's kind of hard not to get one of these. White balance, EV, so that's your exposure, motion detection, audio. Can you imagine if you could hook this up to a USB-C audio input? Yeah, we want audio on, yep. Date tag, yep, hopefully the date is set, probably isn't. Beep sound, time setting, flicker, I forget which my country is, but that's fine. Screensavers, format, reset system. Cool. Didn't actually tell me how to switch into video mode. Okay, so we know where all the settings are. They're on the play button. How do we switch into video mode? Let's figure it out. Okay, I figured it out. This is how you get into video mode. The play button, if you hold it down, goes to the main menu. However, if you just tap it, you go video mode, audio recorder, I think. Check out your images, and then back to taking photos. So let's take a demo video here. There's the box. There's my Sony lens. There's my Rode. Very cool. Very interested to see the quality of that video, and it is, I think, 1080p or 720p, depending on how you set it up, which is probably a bit nicer than the 1400 by 1400 of the Charmera, which we have down there. I'm really interested to see the quality of that compared to the Charmera video, which is terrible. All right, that is sick. And there are video filters. Oh, I really want to shoot a film clip with this. I wanted to shoot a film clip with the Charmera, but I kind of noped out of it because I was just like, like, you know, the quality is so bad, like it's not even going to be interesting. This, I wonder if the filter change actually, which I'm doing in the middle of a video, I wonder if that's going to work. That's so cool. All right, well now, the only thing for me to do is to take this out, take a few happy snaps, take a few videos around the place, round out our review. But I would say, if you're looking for a thumb camera, so far, this is a little bit better than a Charmera, a hell of a lot easier to get, and it's cheaper. So definitely consider it. To test out the G6 in the real world, I decided to take it with me on a trip to Melbourne, and I also took the Kodak Charmera. This allowed me to snap a whole bunch of photos and even a couple of videos in the same context, in the same lighting, with the same subjects at the same time, so I could get a direct A to B comparison between the two. Right off the bat, I noticed that the G6 is just a little bit better, kind of across the board. Right off the bat, I really like the G6's 1920 by 1080 or 16:9 framing in video or in photo mode versus the always square 1400 by 1400 of the Charmera. It really does come down to personal preference, but it just comes down to what you like best. If you're an Instagrammer, you probably like the square of the Charmera. If you're a more classic video person, you probably like the 16:9. I do find that the G6, as we can see here, has much better video performance. It has better color, better lighting. It is still really shaky. The frame rate is not very good. If you want good video, this is not the camera. This is still bad, almost not even charmingly so because it's so jerky. Now we switch over to the Charmera. In this test, the audio is worse, but the image quality is actually kind of comparable. The color looks great in highlighting situations. The audio is terrible though. But if we come back over to the G6, if you can get around the dodgy frame rate, maybe it's a little better at 720p. I might experiment with that at a later time. You can get around the dodgy frame rate. I think it just generally looks better, and it's in the aspect ratio you actually want 9 times out of 10. So for me, in video, the G6 is a winner. It just simply is. Now, when it comes to photos, the G6 is just so much better at close-up stuff. It's still not a macro camera with a macro lens, but these shots here, they're all pretty close up. They look a lot better than what you get out of a Charmera. In particular, you can see the lighting here is good and even and usable. It's not blown out. Now, this photo taken on the Charmera is not taken in the exact same conditions, but you can see the highlights are blown out. It's just terrible. Now, when it comes to outdoor shots, here we've got the G6. It looks all right. It's a bit dark. It's a bit dim. Detail isn't really there. This was a really overcast day. It actually looks better on the Charmera here. I think the Kodak did a much better job. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Overall, here we have the G6. The G6 seems to do a little bit better at picking up color and saturation. They both look good. Here's the Kodak. But generally, the G6 just seems to have a bit more rich color, a bit more saturation than we're sort of used to in this smartphone camera era. If you're looking for that old school digital camera vibe, the G6 is probably not as good as the Charmera. You can see these G6 shots, they look a lot more modern, a lot more saturated. The G6 is the better camera, but the question is, are you buying your keychain camera to be good or to be intentionally shit? You can see again, the difference here is actually not so much. The one key thing I would say about these is that it's all about light. In this photo where light is spraying into the G6 and then into the Charmera, they both do really well. If you are spraying light at the camera, it goes really well. If you're in bright sunlight, it goes really well. If you're in the dark, if it's overcast, if it's shadowy, especially at night or, you know, even just dim indoor situations, these cameras are a lot more difficult to use. If there's even a little bit of dimness, I would always say go with the G6 over the Charmera. It just does so much of a better job. I'm just playing with some of the filters here and you see I'm having fun. It doesn't look great on an overcast day. But yeah, that really is the rule. Kind of like working with Polaroid cameras, kind of like working with old digital cameras, more light will really help you get good results. I would say if you want the grainiest, crappiest keychain camera, yeah, get the Charmera. It's the meme one, it's the one everyone has. If you want a keychain camera that's really fun and actually does a little bit better in a wide variety of situations and looks a little bit more modern, I would say get the G6. I would also say just get the G6 because it has the benefit that it's so much easier to source right now and it's cheaper to play with. The thing I actually like most about these cameras is that they're fun to play with and they encourage me to take more photos. I don't really care about the quality being bad or good. It's just having a little keychain camera makes me take little happy snaps of my friends and the surroundings and what I'm doing, and that's why I really enjoy them. In any case, if you want one of these, grab one, buy one for a friend, go out and have some fun taking cute little photos. Till next time, TK out.